Hello, everyone. Ovevekuve. E don't tell me I don't do Ovevekuve. This one is real Ovevekuve video. So I saw a video where whether it's real or it's not real, it's AI, anything can happen now. Where that Donald Trump, was that how would it myself that Tinubu's wife, Mrs. Tinubu, was at some breakfast, whatever prayer breakfast, something, and then Donald Trump, called her and say, oh, they were honored to have her here. She serves as a pastor in one of the biggest churches in Nigeria and also that. And Reno Omokri, tweeted it that Mr. Peter Obi will be pained because of this. Hey, do you know this? Please, this ambassador, this thing, when are they going to give them post? Yeah, we've heard that after a lot of hula balu, after being designated as Nigeria being designated as a country of particular concern, that is when Tinubu decided that he was going to now name ambassadors because for almost how many years? And I think this is the third year of his illegitimacy administration, if I'm not mistaken, and he hasn't had ambassador a lot of critical places. So when all of that designation of Nigeria being designated as a country of particular concern came up, so the issue of ambassadors also came up, and the reason. How is it that Nigeria does not have ambassador in critical areas like the US, the UK, and all of that? And then, of course, sure, now he went to do a list that was full of all sorts of things. Now the question is, up to now, these people are still around, just being nuisancing up and down, because that list looked more like a criminal list rather than the list for ambassadors. So now the question, honestly, that I also want to ask is that, well, are they not going to designate them, or is it going to take another 3 years for them to get this, or then they won't be at all? Because definitely people are really on the matter that come 2027, by the grace of God, Tinubu will be finding himself out of that place. There's no amount of rigging. The only rigging he can do is to reduce the embarrassment. No rigging, to rig his way into office. So what is it now that he's doing that he hasn't done this thing, out there? But it's just crazy. I didn't even need to read the comments, in this video, and just look at what is it that people are out there. The main thing for them, and I actually don't blame them, because Peter Obi is what gives them traffic. Peter Obi is what gives them the voice. So this one say Obi Chukwu said, we are inferior to white people just by mentioning her. See the joy in your face. This is funny. And the thing also is that even the mention, I thought by the time they were showing, they would have mentioned, they would have zoomed up to where she was and show her there. Stop grandstanding, Ambassador Reno. Don't talk when eating. Just do your eating. But let these words of Usman Danfodio say, conscience is an open wound. Only truth can heal. Then the homely woman said, it's crazy that the first thing you thought was Peter Obi. That's a whole level of obsession. Honestly, that's a whole level of obsession. As in, Peter Obi is there busy doing his business, minding his business, doing his own thing. And you're sitting down with your whole big self. Well, it's Peter Obi you're thinking about because, Donald Trump mentioned Tinubu's wife. Hey, somebody is asking Grok how true is it? Stay, oh my goodness, it's just so crazy. You have no justification criticizing anyone in Nigeria, says Karen Emmanuel. And at this moment, what this person did was to bring a video of Reno Mokri when he was asked whether he was ever going to work for Tinubu, and he was like, all those pontification that he did. When you saw how it ended, this is someone who literally more or less like begging and rolling on the floor and doing all of that and being there. That is what he ended up doing. Our first lady, this person said, respected lady, says that President Trump I keep saying this when it comes to politics, leave politics for Jagaba. You can't win him. He knows his way out no matter how difficult it is. That's absolute nonsense that people, talk about. There's no politics that you leave to him. If you know how to do politics, you wouldn't have any need to rig election. You'll be able to persuade the people to get the votes out there. But when you have to go and rig and maim and do all sorts of things, it's not politics, it's actually criminality. That another person, as you say, all this for small appointment. Small appointment will never see materialize. They've not given, because by now you'd have heard that they've given them countries and all of that. I also saw the other one, FFK wrote one long episode. I'm like, these people, they never see get job. Peter Obi is not in any pain. Face front, Mr. Man. He doesn't even have your time. Says Temi Tayo. Your shame, they shame us because you don't talk like an ambassador. Because that's it. But right now, they honestly should be giving trainings, even if they've not been assigned to different posts. Let them get training on how to be diplomatic, be ambassadorial, and all of that. But when you are still out there as if you're one of those e-talks that, well, he is one of the e-talks anyway, mobilized on social media to attack, continuously attack. Hey, make the husband make dem hail am too. We wan confirm something, says Dada. And there are quite how this one take concern Obi na this thing. So there are a lot of people, just talking on that whole issue. But on the overall, it just shows the obsession that a lot of these people have with Mr. Peter Obi, and that tells you anything. If there's someone that you see being attacked in this manner constantly by the people who are not doing right by the country, you should know that there's something actually in that person that they see and that they don't want you to have. So I just want to say to everyone out there, especially those who support Mr. Peter Obi, keep doing what you're doing, keep standing, for the truth, keep defending your ground, your votes, and all of that. We will not sit back and continue to watch those who want to destroy this country continue to have their way. You also stand up and do the needful. And I will say to you before I end that to remind you, for those of you who are living in Abuja, February 21st, we do have area council election coming up, and please go out and vote for ADC because they have a good number of candidates, around the area council chairman, candidates that when you vote them in, they will know that you are the one who voted them in. I'll be accountable to you, and you also can hold them, accountable. At this moment, I just want to say to you, thank you so much and bye.